tea. So yeah, so let's have a look at this monthly time frame, TRVL. I think the volume is good. It's not low, it's not decreasing volume, isn't it? It is from the first month, and then at least it's not decreasing from the previous month. Let me kind of see the volume. Oh, it's cool. Slightly less, but it's kind of on par. I think it was expected because as the price dropped like this, there was no liquidity. As the price was dropping from April, May, basically from May, June, July, I did say that when we go up, we'll probably go up quite fast, just simply because of the way the candles are forming. You're taking the liquidity as you go down, and so naturally as the price comes up, there's no liquidity, and so there's no resistance. We are into resistance now. The resistance is effectively, it's this kind of price action here. As you can see, it's kind of the whole area above this wick. We're into resistance now, but we've also cleared a major level of support. And so again, I posted my chart on Discord, and so everyone is welcome. I just got to get to know you a little bit so I can kind of send you an invite. I'm starting to post my charts. What's that? I'm starting to post my charts here, and I've just posted this yesterday. If you look at it, you'll see you can take this chart and kind of use it for your own reference. But effectively, what we're looking at is a higher time frame SR flip at the 236, which is an important fib level. And so let's just kind of go to that chart now to see where we're at. This is a really bullish monthly candle. Technically, this, you could get a pullback all the way to the top of that candle for continuation, yeah, but I'm not really expecting that. There is a gap, there's a big gap here, isn't there? There's a massive gap. Wherever we find support and go up, you're going to have a big gap. The market, generally speaking, the market hates gaps, doesn't like gaps, and gaps usually always fill. And so in the past, we've had gaps when the price moved up here, when the price moved up here, the price came back down to fill those gaps. Is this time any different? Could the price go up here to come right back down to again fill the gaps? While I'm not saying never, because in crypto nothing is impossible, everything is possible in crypto. I think in the context of where we are now in terms of the altcoin season, in terms of the bull market, I think it's going to be unlikely in the next few months for us to go back down. The balance of probabilities here is up, okay? And I like candle patterns, everyone knows that. And so I've been talking about this candle pattern here called the 3 white soldiers. I'm going to Google it, I'm going to paste it here. All you have to do is just go onto Google or whatever, just type in 3 white soldiers candle pattern. Don't take my word for it. Have a look at the images, and that's the pattern. See this? 3 white soldiers. Okay, it's the beginning of a trend change on a higher time frame. It's basically 3 green candles in a row. Getting a poor streaming analytics. Is my stream okay? I'm getting this error message. It's okay. Anyway, sorry, distracted. So you can see that it's a bullish candlestick chart pattern. The fact that we're on a higher time frame gives me a lot of confidence about this pattern. We haven't had this pattern. This is not the same. So here, it's not the same. So what we're experiencing here is not the same as what we experienced here. This isn't the same. Yeah. And even these 3 green candles did end up with an explosive move. I think this context is more bullish just because we're three red candles to 3 white candles, or 3 green candles. Yeah, the context is different. So you see here it's a reversal pattern. 3 white soldiers, and look, this is talking about 3 white soldiers failure. So it's always good to contemplate failure. This is correct. Downtrend, 3 white soldiers, uptrend. So we're looking for a continuation of the uptrend. Yeah, after a downtrend. And then obviously failure is this, isn't it? 3 white soldiers. What we don't want to see now is something like this. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it, but we don't want to see it. So you kind of, I mean, how do you judge what you don't want to see here? I'm just looking at these candles now, and I'm just thinking to myself, why is this wrong? What don't we want to see here? Well, potentially just looking at these candles, we don't want to fall back into the middle candle. And so probably what we don't want is the price to fall back kind of here into this middle candle. We don't really want the price to fall back to 3.8, 3.9 cents. We want to see this uptrend continue. Yeah, so if you, that would be failure in my mind if the price kind of came back and then it kind of tried to do this, and then it would probably looking to go down again, wouldn't it? And that would also be losing this key 5.5 cents level. I think it would be detrimental now that we've broken this 5.5 cents level to lose it again. We've tried 3 times to break it and lost it. Twice. Once, twice, 3 times actually. That was a failure too. So once, twice, 3 times. We can't lose it this time. Okay, there would be something materially wrong, I think, if we lost this level. Okay, so I'm very careful about what happens next, and I'm looking at the higher time frame. As you can see, I'm not looking at the lower time frames. So it's just something that's on my mind. Okay, I'm not pumping this token. Okay, I'm not trying my best to pump it. I'm just analyzing it, and people can act accordingly. I'm not paid or anything by Dtravel. I've never been paid. Okay, I've been accumulating TRVL since this first pump. I like that first pump, and as a result, I've been accumulating. And the biggest reason why I'm interested in this token is because of my real world business, which is Airbnb, and Dtravel offers a competitive edge against Airbnb, which is based on Web3 and based on crypto. So just go to their website, do your own research, and then invest according to your risk appetite. It's a relatively low market cap token. It's $220 million at the moment. It's an RWA, and they've just recently signed a major partnership with Fetch AI to join their marketplace as an agent, as an AI agent. And also we've got Dtravel's got strong links with Coinbase and the base layer 2. And so I've been talking a lot about the possibility of the future about Dtravel or TRVL being listed on Coinbase. So there's a lot of things potentially coming up which could be bullish, and I think maybe we're experiencing a little bit of that buy the rumor, sell the news type of price action right now. I'm not drumming it up. I'm just telling you what's happening. Okay, and so this is looking quite good. I've been talking about this lower time frame, about this trade plan which I executed. Okay, it was basically from this rounding bottom. Rounding bottoms are really nice on TRVL because they indicate the price is looking to reverse. As it was happening, I said this is a rounding bottom. This looks quite good. So let's just kind of look at this slightly local time frame above this 5.5 level. Look at the volume. We've hit the value area high nicely. We're consolidating here, putting a little bit of volume here. If the point of control flips to this higher part of this local range, then the price has to flip the point of control into support. If not, it will probably head down again. Okay, and so we're playing a game of consolidation here above this level. I don't mind that because it's a reaccumulation zone for a lot of people who took profit from the lows the price moved up 200%. So naturally, some people took profit. And so now what's happening now is every time the price drops, it's being reaccumulated by people who are looking for lower prices, but at this range. So we've got quite a nice range forming here. I think it's looking ready to go up. That was the original triangle that I marked out. Okay. We're kind of back above that sloping top part of the sloping triangle. We're underneath this part of the sloping triangle, and as long as the price kind of goes flat here and doesn't drop, then we could probably looking to go up. I can see on the MACD we're looking at bullish hidden bullish divergence. The MACD is going down, the price is going sideways. So I kind of like that. It just looks flat to me. The price is flat. The MACD is going down. This is, for me, this is really bullish. Yeah. And so generally speaking, it means either people are market buying or people are absorbing the selling. Okay. So I kind of like this price action. I kind of think that this is looking to go up, to be honest with you. We have a weekly candle that closes today. So let's just have a look at the weekly candle too. It looks quite good, huh? It looks all right. Take the weekly level, hold it as support, back into the highs. We take the high there, that's a higher high, and then I think probably we'll move up to the next level. I've got my Elliott waves as well, so let me just have a look at my EW. Which one is the correct one? Probably on Bybit actually. So let me just go to the Bybit chart. Let me look at my Elliott waves here. No, it's actually back. It's actually the other chart. Sorry. I've got to mess around with these charts. I've got too many charts. Too many charts. Let's have a look. So, all right. So I really think that wave one is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes perfect sense right now, doesn't it? This is looking correct. I don't think this is the beginning of a new wave now. Just looking at it, I think that completed that wave 5, that last move there. Okay, I was thinking possibly that this was the beginning of a new 3-wave move, but actually just looking at it now in hindsight, for me it looks like that first wave is complete. That's your wave 1, and now we're in a 2 consolidation here. That's a flat consolidation, this red one, and we're looking for an impulsive 3, the next impulsive 3. I've got a higher time frame target here of 30 cents at the moment, the golden pocket. I think that first wave is complete. Yeah, do you see these red waves? And the context of the waves that I'm looking at is from the all-time low to the March high. That's your wave 1. I've calculated these waves. It's very erratic, but they are correct in that it does follow the rules and it does make sense. Okay, there's a lot. I'm counting the impulses and I am counting waves, right? It was very difficult to do at the time actually, because it was so erratic, and also I wasn't sure, as we were pulling back so deeply, I wasn't sure if we would invalidate this whole move by putting in a lower low, because we came within a fraction of a millimeter. If you look at how close we came to invalidating this first move, it was literally our hearts were out of our bodies. It was like dropped to the floor. So I think this was the first wave now, and now we're just looking at the impulsiveness of this wave 1, and we're looking at a wave 2 correction now. Could it be over? Yes, it could be. Or could we just be forming ABCs here? Yes, we could be. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure at what stage we are here now, but we'll know when we start impulsing. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that we have, this is the wave 1, from that low to this point here. I'm not sure where this begins. Let's just take it to this pivot low here. Okay. Then we have some targets on our extended fib extensions here. A 1-to-1 would take the price of TRVL to 19 cents, just from where we are now. And an extended move would take the price of TRVL to 40 cents, just from where we are now, with a nice back test of the 618 at 11.9 cents, which corresponds very nicely with this previous high here. Okay, so I do like the fact that we're holding a flat correction here. And I am kind of in my mind, I am kind of thinking to myself at the moment, let's go up for a 1-to-1. But possibly we have to count the waves. Possibly if we can push this 3-wave higher, I think that would be more bullish. That makes a lot more sense for me. This 4 correction could be deep as it really wants to, but potentially I don't really necessarily want to lose the 618 on a pullback all the way down to 10 cents. Could we get a higher 5 or a shorter 5? No one really knows how this is going to play out. Otherwise, you get a clean, you find resistance somewhere here, and then you still get a pullback for a wave 5. We don't know how this is going to play out. Okay, we're not sure. Okay, so we have to see how this wave 3 plays out. I am counting waves. Once the impulse starts begin, I will consider this as a 2, and the next one will be a 3, and then we can start counting impulsive move waves to the upside. Something similar to this, okay? But hopefully more impulsive, all right? At the moment, the golden pocket's my target at the moment. And there's, I wouldn't mind if we could get there before the end of the month. That would be really impulsive. But if not, then it might take a little bit longer, okay? And then if we do experience this kind of price action, and then what are you looking at? Well, you're looking at a really nice higher time frame break of this structure to higher prices, aren't you? If you look at the monthly time frame, if we are able to go to like 17, 19 cents in the next month, then you'll be looking at, people were looking at the chart and going, oh wow, look at this higher time frame inverse head and shoulders, and we've just broken out. Yeah, that's what people will be thinking about. So naturally then you'd want to pull back to the neckline, and then you want continuation to higher prices. That's kind of what I'm imagining right now on TRVL. I think getting listed on Coinbase is important, so I am thinking about Coinbase a lot, right? So right now this is kind of where we're at TRVL. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but let's just say for the sake of argument, our 3 takes us there, our 4 takes us there, and our 5. See, I've got a major time pivot at the end of April, so I'm not sure how this is going to play out exactly, to be honest with you. Maybe like that. And then that would be your 3 there. Correction. And then the great thing about this correction is if we can get a 3 up to, let's say, the 1.618 at 40 cents, and then because the top of the 1 was here, the 4 cannot come underneath the top of the 1, so in this case, a higher time frame 10 cents has to flip into support, and then this wave 5, we could actually go for higher prices by the end of next year. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then you've got these major time pivots, which I think we need to adhere to. So you see, if we can find the top here at the end of April, if we can find the low here at the end of July, then maybe we can rally up and go all the way up to the top, which is another major confluence of time, which is at the end of December 25. Okay, so this is based on time. At the moment, this is what I'm looking at, and then we just have to see how, if and how this plays out the way it does. This is just one idea of what could happen. There might be variations, and I'm not necessarily right. So I don't want you to people look at this and go, he got it wrong. I might be wrong, yeah, but at the moment this is what I'm thinking of. And the great thing is that because I'm planning it like this, if it happens like this, it's going to give me more confidence to take profit at the key areas if it falls on time. Does that make sense? So if this plays out the way I'm imagining, then at the right time, at the right place, if we see that the price comes to the 40 cents, guess what I'll be doing? Take profit, take profit, take profit. And if it comes right back down to this area on July, guess what I'll be doing? Buy, 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 buy. You know, so it just gives you that little bit of extra confidence. And then if it doesn't play out this way, you just have to adjust your charts to adapt to the way the price is actually moving. You have to keep on going back to your charts to correct them if necessary. I think the higher time frame price target of somewhere around $2.2 through to higher prices at 4.7 is really what I'm looking for at the end of this bull market. Yeah, but let's see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? So I'm going to go into Discord. I'm going to post it in Discord. I've got a channel there just for TRVL now. And again, as I said before, let's you're welcome to join me. How do I do this now? Like that. Updated Elliott Wave Count. One possible idea. Would I just do that? So there it is. So if you're kind of going onto my channel, you can have a look and you can see what I'm thinking of. I'll have to update this if and when this updates, right?